What's going on, guys? It's TanookiTeddy here, and I got my co-host Holden right in the house.
That's me.
And today we're going to bring you the first of the special October Spooktacular. Oh, spooky! I have a skeleton. You have a skeleton
With no neck.
Oh my gosh, we gotta show those off, man. Oh, man. It's gonna be spooky, and it's gonna be great. And today we're bringing you the movie, I don't know if you can see that, but that's It Follows. And this is a movie, I think it came out 2014 or 2015. I can't remember for sure which year. But it is a very good movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies. In my opinion. And I watch a lot of horror movies. We've seen a lot together, actually. And so, since it's October, gotta bring the Spooktacular with these scary movies, and we're gonna have several reviews like this of some of our favorite scary movies. And so let's jump right into the plot of It Follows and just talk about that a little bit. And you can start off with the plot, my man.
So, the movie starts out with a girl running out of her house. You're probably very confused what's going on.
Right.
You know, she drives to a beach. Next day, you find her dead.
Oh, spooky.
Doesn't really
She's
go
dead.
much further than that.
It doesn't really explain it.
No. So, then we start out with our character, Jay.
Yes. Jay is a girl. She's very pretty, blonde. Just your typical teenage girl, I'd say.
Yeah. Met a guy going on a few dates.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to a theater for a play, whatever.
Right.
And
just on a date.
Yeah, just a nice old date. And so he is playing a game with her where they're pretending to be someone in the room.
Right. Someone they see that if they could trade places with that person, they would, and then the other person has to guess who they would trade with.
Yeah.
You know?
So the boyfriend says, "What about the girl over there in the yellow dress?"
Right. Well, they're sitting in a theater. And
Yeah.
she's like, "What girl?"
Yeah. There's no girl in a yellow dress back there, Dumbo.
You know, he's pointing at nobody. And he's like, "Oh my God," freaking out. And then they takes Jay and they bolt out of the theater. And he's really scared, right?
Oh, yeah.
So moving on in the plot, later on, Jay has sex with this guy she's seen. And basically he then, does he use chloroform or something, I think? And he takes her and she passes out, and he puts her in a wheelchair, ties her up, and he explains something peculiar to her. You can talk about this part.
So he tells her, "Hey, you are the next victim."
Ooh.
Now, this is kind of like the most terrifying STD you've ever had. There is a thing that will follow you. You have to have sex with someone else, and it will follow that person.
Right.
The thing that is following you can only walk, but it's not stupid, and it will kill you.
Yes, unless you spread it.
Unless you spread it, like the plague, and like your legs.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
hey, moral of the story, don't have unprotected sex. Well, it's just not a good idea. You don't want those STDs.
Yes.
Ooh, STIs, man, that's bad stuff. But basically, deadly STD. You have this thing that follows you all around, and it'll kill you unless you spread it. And it's like a chain. So if the person that you spread it to gets killed, it's going to come back to you and try to kill you. And then if it kills you, it'll go to the person you got it from and the person they got it from, and so on and so on and so on. Which, honestly, I think is a very, very cool concept. Whoever came up with the idea for It Follows, it's just, you never know when it's going to be there to get you. and you don't know what it's going to look like. It could look like your mom, your dad, your sister. It could look like someone you don't know. It could look like Michael Jackson. It could look like anybody, and usually it's someone you know or something really scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so some of the forms, like the most terrifying one.
The tall man.
The tall man.
Oh, gosh, that
scares
creeped me
the
out.
shit out of me. I am not going to lie. He just is terrifying. He just comes wanking through the door after Jay a few times, and it's just terrifying. But, so, I mean, that's what the plot's like. We're not going to cover, like, every detail of the movie.
Of course. We're not going to ruin it for you. We want you to watch it.
Right, but basically, you got to get rid of it or get killed.
Yeah, so the plot consists of her trying to convince her friends, hey, I'm not actually cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
No, they all think she's crazy because, we discussed this. What if I came to you and I said, hey, my girlfriend, let's make up a name, Bianca.
Oh,
okay.
Bianca.
My girlfriend Bianca, she had sex with me, and then she told me that, hey, you're going to be followed and killed, and then I see this thing following me, just waltzing towards me, and and it's following me. I mean, what if I told you this?
I would say get some psychological help.
Right, you'd think I'm absolutely batshit crazy. I mean, no one would believe you, and that's a big part of the plot. Jay trying to convince her friends that this is real. Mm-hmm. This is trying to kill me. I have to get rid of it. And we'll move on to characters now. I think it's appropriate that we talk about them. So,
yes.
Basically, one of the main characters is Paul. And Paul is an awkward young fellow. He's a young guy who's been friends with Jay for years.
I like Jay.
Yeah, and he really likes her, and kind of in a creepy way, but...
I'm awkward.
Jay's really cute, so I get it, but they kissed when they were each other's first kiss and all this, so they have a history, but he is more than willing to take the STD from her, but... she doesn't want to give it to him just for obvious reasons. Yeah. And part of it, too, I think, is because she cares about him, too, because she just doesn't want to kill him, I think that's part of it. Part of it is the idea of one of your best friends from childhood, you don't want to have sex with him. Is this right? Yeah. But, anyway, there's this guy that she does give it to, and he's the neighbor boy, and, I'm not going to go into all that, but that doesn't work out, let's just say, for different reasons. But, I don't know. I like the characters just because you have Jay's sister, you have Paul, and they do get convinced that it's real. I mean, they see things happen to Jay, and they want to help her, And we can go about the interesting way they try to help. I mean, I don't know. This is a spoiler, so if you don't want the movie spoiled, it's been out for a while. You can stop watching now, but we're going to go into spoilers now. So, the dumbest thing to me, the pool.
Yes.
You can go into the pool, man.
So they decide, hey, let's go to 8 Mile with Eminem, and let's go to a swimming pool and hook up a bunch of electronics.
Which isn't smart when your palms are sweaty.
Yeah.
And your knees are weak and your arms are heavy.
Yeah. Vomit on your chest with mom's spaghetti.
You don't want any of that. But yeah, so they use electronic devices. Yes. And what is their goal?
Their goal is to try and shock him to death.
Right, by luring the thing following Jay into the pool after her as she's swimming in the pool. And it just doesn't work too well.
No.
I mean, it's smart.
Yeah.
It will fight back.
The boyfriend in the beginning said it may walk, but it's not dumb.
Nope. And so it starts throwing things into the pool after her. I don't know. And it's just... It itself is just... it's scary, it's emotionless, and it just wants to kill you. And it will fight back.
It's a deadly STD.
That doesn't work out. Eventually, Jay and Paul get together so they can live their lives being followed. And another detail, if you've had the STD, you can see the STD, you know? So, I don't know. I was going to touch on Jay as a character. There's a few things that bothered me about her. You can go into these. We both agree.
She's a bit reckless.
Yeah.
And
stupid sometimes.
bizarre, yes, with her actions.
Yeah. Just not very smart. I don't know. Like, if you knew you were being followed, you wouldn't have your back to where it can come from. You know? You wouldn't have entrances at your back, right? I mean, even you see in real life, a lot of war veterans, for example, they will sit like this, like we are right now. They're back against a wall because they've had things happen to them, or they've been trained, you know, not to have where someone can come from behind you. My grandfather, for example, always sat with the wall at his back because he wanted to see where people are coming from. He hated being snuck up from behind and stuff like that. So if you have a deadly STD that is walking, why would you have your back to where it can come from?
That's a great question.
I mean, to me, the most annoying part, Jay's on a beach with her friends, and she has, instead of her back to the water where it can't come from, she has her back to like this real forested area where it could come from. I mean, I don't know. Is there other moments that annoyed you about Jay? I mean...
where she decided that a walking being was too fast for her and she needed to get into a car and speed away. With leaving her friends behind.
Right.
Which,
Even though...
it won't go after them, but...
It's not going to catch you.
Yeah, it's not going to catch her.
If you're driving at 20 miles per hour, it's not going to get you.
No.
I mean... She just speeds off and crashes because even though this walking being is there, you know, come on, you know its pace. It's just slowly waltzing towards you over time. I mean, just get your friends with you and just go. This is so dumb. I don't know. And then she sleeps on the hood of a car.
That really bothered me. You know, I understand, you know, she's driving off into the woods trying to get away from it.
But why would you sleep
on the... What was the point of sleeping on the hood? So it can just get you out in the open? Why not sleep in the car?
Right, at least you have some warning. I don't know. It obviously doesn't get her, but... Anyway, those are just a few moments, though. Like, if you compare this to, like, a lot of the horror movies out there, I mean, this is very good. There's not so many stupid, like, that ways to death.
Yeah.
That ways to safety. Let's go to death. Or
it's not let's all split up. And
yeah, it's not stupid like that. And I appreciated in this movie the cast of characters. It wasn't huge. They were meaningful characters.
Yeah.
All of them, and you didn't have a bunch of big name actors or anything.
Yeah, you just had a nice small cast, you know, that wasn't being murdered off one by one.
Right, like in a stupid movie where it's like, let's go have sex in the woods because nothing can go wrong, even though there's a psycho killer on the loose.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I'm just gonna stand around because I just want to get killed.
Doesn't sound half bad.
Yeah. So this movie, very, very good. Another thing we wanted to touch on was the camera angles.
Oh, yes.
You can talk about this.
So, one thing that I noticed with the camera, well, we both noticed with the camera angles.
Absolutely.
Was that they like to do this whole panning around, viewing.
like an awareness thing of the surroundings.
Kind of gave you a sense of environment, which I thought was nice, which most movies just kind of give you that one shot, and it's like, you just have to expect this is our whole area. No, I liked that. It kind of gave you a sense of environment. You felt like you were part of the movie. Another thing about the cameras was it gave you a sight through Jay's eyes, where she could see the being, and then it gave you a sense or a camera angle of her friends, and it would show it through the eyes of, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, she could, because if you don't have it, you can't see it. But if you have it, you can see it, or if you had it, you can see it. So those different camera angles gave you a good view. And there were times where it would be there, walking in the background.
Oh, that was the best.
And you know it's there as someone watching, but they're not aware of it, you know, and it's just creepy. And one of my favorite things is it's one of those movies where if you rewatch it, you're going to catch it the second time. You're going to see it in the background, or you're going to pick up different things, you know, like good movies, like Inception. That's way more intricate than this movie. The Christopher Nolan movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio is what I'm talking about. And there you pick up different things throughout the movie, but for a horror movie to have things where the second time through you see something else, or the third time through, that's hard to find, because usually, like we said, a lot of them are cliche, not too in-depth. It's just people getting killed, you know, like every Friday the 13th movie after the first 2 or 3, right? I mean, just...
It's hard to find a horror movie with replayability where you can notice new things that occur in the movie.
Absolutely, and that's what makes a movie good to me. Rewatchability, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a great movie. Anything else about the cameras, though, that you would have to say? I did appreciate, though, sometimes it would show the camera angle in the first person of the follower.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like lurking in the hallway or something.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, they did a very good job with cameras.
Oh, yeah. Definitely did not expect that. Also, the music.
It's... How would you describe it?
Like 8-bit 80s music.
Yeah, like a mashup of like a Nintendo-y type thing. A quip of music with 80s-ish feel. I don't know. It's just eerie.
It's very eerie and unique, and you know, it's like 8-bit. How can you really make that scary? But they just find a way, and it's honestly pretty good.
Very good. Great movie all around.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
What would you rate It Follows?
Give it a strong 8.5.
Same. I would agree. It's not perfect. Like I said, I had my little gripes, but very well-rounded movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great horror movie. One of my favorites. But not perfect, but very, very good. Very, very good. 8.5 does it justice, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's It Follows. Do you have anything else to say about the movie before we sign off here on our October Spooktacular? Whoa.
No, but I have to say this was a bit too spooky for me.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. It's gonna be creepy. It's gonna be crazy. We got more movie reviews coming your way of horror movies. It's okay, little buddy. It's okay. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this review, and we will see you later. Peace out.